Clickbait. We are here for another episode, and I got two people that I just can't shake, it seems like. Joe and Natasha are just out and about, so I brought two of my favorites, Mike and Bibi, back to do another episode because you guys seem to love it so much. So
yes,
we're just going to do the damn thing.
Happy to be here.
Let's just do it.
Okay, so we got the Bachelor Nation breakdown, including all things exciting, which I cannot wait actually to get into. But then we have our clickbait of the week, talking about 6 ways to tell if you're only in love with the idea of your person. And I actually cannot wait to get both of your guys' insight on this. I think your perspectives are going to be very interesting and very different than mine. And then we have another girl that is just like with me almost every day, I feel like, again. Kaitlyn Bristowe is on the Clickbait podcast today. And obviously, we're going to be talking about all things Katie's season and just really getting down to the nitty gritty. So, shall we start?
Let's do it.
All right. Okay. For the first Bachelor Nation breakdown, you guys, I'm so excited to say this. Ari and Lauren welcomed twins.
Yes.
I am so incredibly happy for them. They have a boy and a girl.
Congrats. The
So
best way to
cute.
do it. Amazing.
Oh
The
my
perfect
God.
little
It's like
family.
the perfect little family.
I like low-key already have my my girl and boy twin names already out.
No.
What are
So
they?
serious. Zaire and Zara, if I were to have
I
a girl and
love
boy.
that.
So anyway, we just wanted to say a huge congrats to Lauren and Ari.
Yes.
I think it's just like so beautiful that, you know, they had such a struggle, you know, these past couple of years having another baby, and God has honestly gifted them with twins. And I think that that's just like so beautiful, and you just have to respect God's timing because everything happens for a reason. And
That is
now they're
true.
blessed with
So
two bundles
cute.
of joy.
That is true.
So much love to you guys. I cannot wait to see pictures of these two and like their personalities and all that. It's been super fun to watch their babies grow up in front of our eyes. So congrats to you too.
Yes.
Their babies already have more followers than I do. It's so crazy.
No, they don't. Do they really?
Yeah, no, they do. I think
She's like, no, for real.
Alyssa has over, I think she has over 300, and the twins have over 250,000 for sure.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, both.
I mean,
both of them.
they really are family goals,
They're
though.
so cute, though. I mean, I'll watch their videos. Like when they first found out they were pregnant with twins, it was a total surprise.
Yeah.
And I think they just do such a cute job of documenting their little family. So
They do it
cute.
really well.
So I'm really happy for them. It's just crazy.
I know.
Babies are gonna have 1 million followers by the time they're 5.
It's crazy.
Baby, do we go back? Baby, we got something to talk about, though. Isn't it funny how
actually-
life works out? Because you actually dated Ari.
I can't really describe it as dating because I never really got a chance to talk to him as much as I would have liked. But in all transparency, I will
Yes.
tell you guys that I always thought it was going to be Lauren.
Really?
100% because
okay.
it would just so happen that when I would try to talk to him, either she came right before or she came right after. And you saw his face light up, and that was only in like week 2 because I went home pretty early. So I didn't even like when, you know, everybody was wondering like, who's it going to be? And I'm like, it's Lauren.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. I would see this girl walk by and he was just like, who are you? Like, okay, hello, you're talking to me right now. Like, can you at least pretend to like me, please? Like, this is really hurting my
Show me love, some love, please.
I remember crying in one of the dates, like, this guy's definitely not into me.
Oh my God.
It was
That
always
is
Lauren, guys. It was always Lauren.
crazy, though. Okay, wait. Speaking about that, that's so funny because, like, I feel like very early on I knew that Colton wanted Cassie, which is so funny that you thought the same thing with Lauren.
I think we all
Did you feel
have
that way with?
inclination. I knew Hannah Brown wanted Jed from the get.
No.
100%.
It's energy. If you get the
100%.
chance to be around the lead and whoever they end up with, it's a different type of energy.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
It's energy. It's like what you said, baby. It's a sparkle. It's a different type of sparkle in that person's eyes. It's like when someone says, "Oh, you're glowing." You just know. Like when you're around that person, you just like, "Yep, I could tell."
That's crazy. I mean, Sweet, were you? Well, I don't even want to go down that path. Like, were you shocked when he ended up with Becca? But like,
I was a little surprised.
Did that come out of
to
nowhere?
Be honest. Yeah, I was a little surprised. I mean, I didn't know the girls well enough, but just because I had only seen him, I had only seen his interaction with Lauren, like if she were to walk up or things like that, I was a little surprised. And then when everything happened, I wasn't surprised.
Like it made sense.
And now it totally makes sense because
they're so
you
happy.
know, they have such the cutest little family.
I love it.
Damn.
So cute.
Crazy. It wasn't meant to be, obviously, for you. But that just means we're going to find your Prince Charming soon.
Your boo thing's still out there.
I mean, maybe Mike knows him. Oh!
Tay, we're going to move right on to that next subject right there. So, Jenna, congrats on your engagement.
Oh my God. Why? Okay, I gotta go. Okay, so for the next Bachelor Nation breakdown, we have another congrats in order. Congrats to Jenna Cooper on her engagement and also welcoming like her baby, because I don't know if we ever said congratulations to her.
Yes. Love all around.
There's just so much love. There's so much love, and I think things play out the way that the way that they're supposed to. It might not make sense in the time, but I mean, she had her baby, and then she said that Carl proposed, and it was like the easiest decision she's ever made because she's just so incredibly happy with her family. Just he's the man of her dreams.
But I just have to say though, with Jenna, like she's been getting, you know, I hate to bring this up, but with the reality Steve crap, in that debacle, she had to relive that stuff. I'm just extremely happy for her, and just the love that she exudes, the love that she has in her life right now. That's what she deserves. That's what she's getting. She's a good human being.
I'm so happy to see how far she's come. I mean, I was with her during RA season. I was with her on the beach, and just to see everything that she's gone through and just come on to the other side. And now she has her happy family and she's so in love and now she's engaged. It makes me happy to see people happy, especially when you go through such a tough time and like with all that dark stuff that she just took her so long to kind of shake off. So I'm really happy for her. Jenna, congrats on your beautiful family and getting engaged.
Yes.
And can't wait to see the wedding pictures.
Love it.
Speaking of like weddings, can I just say like, can we make a bet?
Ooh,
how many engagements are going to come out of Paradise this year?
Ooh.
I want to know who's there. I would like to know who's there.
I cannot wait to get the cast list just because I feel like so many people should be there. And I feel like coming out of the pandemic and then just coming in like, you know what I mean?
It's gonna be more.
So many people are going to be
because
wanting engagements and
it's gonna be more because of that. You know, people been at home all this time.
Yeah.
You know, they want to have some friskiness. They want to like be upon people and love, and we know now the seriousness that life is not promised. It's going to be more engagements this year.
Do we remember how many people came out with an engagement from our season of Paradise?
Yeah,
Tayshia?
I think there was four engagements. I think it was Debbie and Christian, Katie and Chris,
Hannah and Dylan.
Hannah and Dylan. That's it.
Hold on.
Somebody.
First off,
feel
pause.
like else.
Bibi, did you just like skip over me as if I were not there? You little asshole. How you just skip over me like that? Like, what?
Mike, I'm so sorry. Do you know how hard I tried to talk to you when I came back into Paradise? You didn't even give me the time of day. So honestly, I think out of
100%
protection, my mind was just completely blocked it and erased it from my mind entirely.
No.
100%
Emotional
protection.
Spoke to you. 100% spoke to you at the wedding. I remember it clear as day.
I look so cute. So cute.
You did then and you do now. I 100% talked to you, wanted to talk to you. You weren't at the beach. So I'm going to defend myself right now.
I could have been.
Damn.
It's fine. It's okay. Water under the bridge. I love you now.
I ain't going to call out my producer at the time.
But to be honest with you, it was a innocent mistake just because we didn't get to spend time together on the beach. And had we, maybe things would have been a little bit different. But,
I mean, but sweetheart, we don't need Paradise. We right here.
Lord, I'm going to start sweating again. I just started using natural deodorant. Help me. Not prepared.
Clickbait is taking a break.
Not prepared.
You guys, we gotta go. I'm sorry. That was so good. I feel like I'm intruding.
Tayshia third wheel right now.
I really am. I mean, I got snacks. I got popcorn.
But really, how many engagements in
I
general?
got popcorn.
There's been like 3 engagements typically.
Okay, so wait, I think those are the only 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was only 3.
Why do I feel like there was one more?
I do too.
No,
and
Dean and Kaitlyn, they didn't get engaged, you know. So
they just
maybe
left
it.
together.
They
That's
just
what it
left
was.
together. Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
I think it'd be 3. I say 3.
Now there's double. Like
The cast will be double?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's 2 seasons. We're back
Because
up a little.
There's technically
Oh, the cast is double
Hannah's, technically Peter's, technically mine and Claire's, technically Matt's.
And Listen to Your Heart.
And are there
they
going to be guys from Katie's season on there as well?
And
are
Katie's
there,
season.
And Katie's season and previous. They always have OGs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always do got an OG. Ooh.
That's a
It's
lot.
gonna be juicy, baby.
Oh my God, I have to say, thank the Lord, baby Jesus, I got one of these things on my hand, honey, and I'm staying over here in New York City. Because I'm telling you right now, that is not the place to be. Although I would love to be a bartender / making some cocktails and being there just like overseeing everything.
100%.
Because
I'll be a bar back.
I think Paradise needs a lifeguard. I just want to be a lifeguard.
Paradise does need a lifeguard.
They need a lifeguard.
They really do.
I want to have a whistle when somebody like has terrible game and you just
save room for Jesus. Violation.
Yep, violation. T got a technical over here.
Help somebody out.
I want to be the lifeguard. That's all.
Could you imagine out of nowhere just somebody comes out with a whistle? That'd be so freaking good.
Pause.
Oh my God.
Time out.
Oh my God. Wait, I want to like hide, like, you know, do the whole bush thing, like hide in the bushes, have like a bush for a hat. That sounds really fun. Okay. Well, maybe, I mean, this is clickbait. Like, why can't they get us in there?
AMSR.
I was going to play with y'all a little bit. Hey guys, welcome to clickbait. This is getting weird. Anyway, I have to just say, Paradise is going to be a shit show, and I just cannot wait for it. Moving on. For our last Bachelor Nation breakdown, we finally get the tea of the drama that is going on with Cody and Aaron on this season of The Bachelorette. So if you aren't watching, that's your problem, number 1. Number 2, these
still
boys.
didn't get it.
Cody,
I think there's more to it.
There's more to it. There's absolutely more to it.
That we just didn't see. So at first, I was a little bothered with Aaron's actions. Like you're not giving facts. You're just basing this off of your perception of whatever you saw on his social media. Like it just didn't make a lot of sense to me. Right. But then fast forward to the rose ceremony, how quickly Katie went and she's like, Aaron now. And how much she trusted him, it almost makes me feel like there must have been more to that story for her to feel so comfortable in running to talk to Aaron almost immediately after she spoke to Carl. So I'm like, I don't think that we're getting the full Cody story. I don't know if we saw it or I heard that she was on Bachelor Happy Hour and she talked a little bit more about that. But
I mean, I was on Bachelor Happy Hour. I was like, she did? I'm like, no way, I have to go listen. I was there. It was just her instinct of like being like, okay, you didn't defend yourself. And honestly, your reaction wasn't anything like, wait, what do you mean? Like he's saying that I feel this way or I want this. Like it was more of like, okay.
That's
you know
exactly
what I mean?
what it is. That's exactly what it is. When someone confronts you, as Katie in my eyes did the right thing. She confronted the situation head on. She didn't just listen to Aaron. And for all I care, Cody's a provocateur. He's a liar. The way that when he spoke to Aaron 101 and was like, bro, why did you say that? Now I can't like make it. He said something that was extremely self-sufficient, right? It was extremely like for self and not for the right reasons. And I was kind of 50-50 as you were, Bibi. But when I saw the altercation between Aaron and Cody 101, when they were talking at the rose ceremony, that's when I knew that Aaron may not have had all the facts, but he knew Cody wasn't there for the right reasons, and Cody didn't defend himself. If someone
he said what he said is you're making me look bad.
Yeah,
you didn't have to tell people that we knew each other.
Exactly, that's
something
what it was.
Like keep your mouth shut, and I'm just like.
That to me made
know.
me know that he was a liar in that regard.
I kind of feel
There's
bad for Cody.
there.
I don't want to completely label him as a liar or someone that was there for the right reasons. I just don't think that he did the best job at explaining himself. And I think at that point, if Katie's coming to you and telling you there's already trust issues, yeah, you did the right thing, dude. Go home. Because at this point, like if you're not someone who's really good at defending yourself, then this is just going to be a dead end for you.
Right.
You know, like it's just going to drag on. I think that he did the perfect thing. Get in the car, go home. If you're not going to stand up for yourself, then this is definitely not the place for you. I also thought it was a little bit odd that she didn't ask for more specifics, you know, like what actually leads you to think these things. But there's intuition. And if she felt something off, then you can't knock it. Like something's off and you're not going to try to talk. Like tell me something, and if not, then go home.
I mean, I think she definitely said it. It was in your face. Like you would be able to tell on his face if it was like something like, what are you talking about? No one has ever said these things about me. Like you have it all wrong. And he didn't react that way. So that's red flag number 1. Red flag number 2, I do feel like the way that he interacted with Aaron was very fishy. Like how we just stated. It's as if he has a known reputation at home and he didn't want that to follow him here. And it's not that he's done like just one specific thing in life. I think that's just like who he might be of being, I don't know, maybe a jerk, maybe whatever it is. I don't know what the accusations are or what he's done in the past, but something just wasn't right. And I'm glad that Katie listened to herself, but I really wish Aaron was able to like give us one concrete fact as to why this guy was not here for the right reasons. You know?
That would have been helpful. But like you said, Tayshia, she could see it on Cody's face. He wasn't, they may have not been able to get to the bottom of it, but his face said the whole thing. Can I just say,
what?
There was one guy that I was looking at. Y'all remember that song? I can't even think of it right now. It's by Khaled. Send me your location.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Trey is giving me such Khaled vibes.
Oh my gosh.
He's giving me Khaled vibes.
That's actually really funny. He's a sweetheart.
So
No, I like him. He's cool.
I guess I kind of pick up on that too, actually.
I was looking at him like, send me. Like the whole time he came on the screen, I just started dancing.
Connor really stood out to me in the first group date. I thought that was so cute.
Wait, you guys, wait, hold on a second. We need to talk about this episode. We're going to talk about it with Kaitlyn.
Okay.
Yes.
Because there's a lot that happened, and I really want to get your guys' opinions, because now we're starting to see these guys' personalities come out a little bit more. We're getting a little bit more invested, and I want your guys' take on all of it. So, anyway, I just wanted to round up the fact that Cody and Aaron, they're just, I don't know. I don't know if that shit will ever be resolved, but at least we got some clarity on that. Cody has officially gone home, and Aaron is still there. And Katie says that she actually really trusts his word. So we'll see what happens.
That's a big deal.
Oh, I bet that's a big thing.
It is a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna take you guys into the clickbait of the week. And this week it is 6 ways to tell if you're only in love with the idea of a person. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely have been in relationships where I felt like really attached to the potential of the relationship because of my own expectations versus what it was like, what was actually happening.
Yeah.
I love that.
So this woman actually says a few things. I don't really agree with all of them, but one of them is you wish they would change. That's one of her things. If you wish this person would change, you're actually just in love with the idea of the person instead of who they actually are. And I really do agree with that 100%.
Completely. I think so many people make the mistake of feeling like they like someone, but just want that one thing to be changed when you got to just accept that as who they are. Right.
Right.
Now, a person can change. We all evolve and change over time. But for example, if someone's just dirty, that MF is just dirty.
I love that he says that because Mike prides himself on being so clean.
Baby, come to the crib. It's going to be clean. Promise you.
Y'all, Oh,
I'm a Virgo. I love a clean man. I love a guy.
True.
I
So
love a
am
clean
I.
man. If you're making your bed, that's a plus. Get out of bed and you make your bed immediately. That's a plus.
You know, the number one thing that when I come home from vacation, I always have to have a clean bedroom. Like before I leave and go to the airport, my room is spotless. Because when I come home, I'm probably stressed. You know, I just want to like chill. And there's nothing better than coming home to cleanliness and it's smelling good in your room.
I completely
that's very
agree.
true.
So
Very
if
true.
you, my question, if you were with someone who just drove you insane and you couldn't get enough of, and then you went to her place and you saw that she just wasn't that clean, would you hold on to the potential of her being able to become a clean person, or would you walk away?
No, I've wised up. I'm gonna just have to accept her and meet her where she at.
Oh, that's nice. Okay,
Yeah,
so compromise.
Yeah. Now, her ass, I better be hot and heavy over her. But I mean, if she dirty, you know.
She better be a
dirty?
10 out of 10.
Oh my God.
Let's say not clean. Like, well, not that sounds even worse. Almost. Let's just say she's messy. That's the best way to say it. Right?
Like she leaves her clothes on the floor.
She leave her clothes on the floor. As long
Her
as
makeup's everywhere.
I was gonna say.
No, I don't want to know.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't
As long
say
as
it.
she knows the poop
Mike,
stains, we
come
good.
on, Mike.
No.
Mike, come on, Mike.
It's not okay. Not okay.
If I see poop stains, I'm gone. Like,
Oh my God, I gotta go, Mike.
No. Oh, this
I'm
is
sorry.
just such.
I have never.
This is such
I
a
don't
sensitive
know a girl
topic
that
for
does
me.
that.
Oh,
So like, I gotta go if that's the case.
such
Also, what kind of girls do you hang out with that have Mike?
No. I would die.
it's a natural thing, but if I see that, I'm like, yo,
Mike,
hey,
can we?
come on, you
Okay,
sit that
Why are
hampers?
you going through a dirty laundry? Not
Let's
okay.
go.
No,
What is
no,
wrong
we're
with
saying
you?
if she's a messy
Tayshia,
individual,
we're
it might be
moving
her
on.
girl.
No more dirty panties. Have you ever felt like
All I have to say is Joe and Natasha would be like, "What the hell have you guys been talking about on this?" It's fucking fun.
we've gone to talk? They'll be like, we went from talking about sex straight into just.
the raunchiest things. I'm so sorry. Whatever. I'm here for it still.
Look, they're on an
Okay.
American road trip. This is what happens.
Tayshia, question, because you were the Bachelorette and
Yo.
I felt like there was so much potential on your season. Do you feel like were there any relationships where you actually had to sit down and think like, yes, this is a person that potentially I just like them because of the idea of them? Was there any
Ooh.
relationship like that on your?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like because you try to get to know these people and you try to grasp like some important information of like, okay, can I see my life like meshing with their lives and blah, blah, blah. But like, I don't feel like you feel this way about a person until you're with them long term, if that makes sense. But there was someone in particular that I would have liked for our worlds to work, but a lot of things had to give and take in order to actually make it work. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
Like I already knew it was going to be a struggle if we were to end up with each other, only because we are just very different. And like, then I was thinking, okay, so is it just because I like the idea and the potential of what this could possibly be and like I'm just really attracted to them? Or is there actually fundamental things that
Right.
I would like to like seek out? And that's the one thing about, you know, having that opportunity is like you can date multiple people and like really outweigh like, do I feel like my best with them? Do I feel like, you know, this has to give and take over here? Or do they actually accept me and really get me? Or, you know what I mean? Is it just lust? It's like there's a lot of different people you can kind of like navigate through.
Yeah, I think it's a fine line. Learning how to compromise and then still being able to hold on to your values and the things that you really want in a relationship without feeling like you're losing yourself.
Absolutely. But I also feel like you have to be a very secure individual in order to not lose yourself in a relationship. Like you have to be happy on your own. Like you have to be like successful on your own. Like you have to be able to like know how to make yourself happy and do this and do that to where you're not compromising, because you could be a good person and your person could be your person, right? But you aren't satisfied with where your life is and you find yourself being overly dependent on this other person. And starts causing a lot of issues. So there's a lot of things that you have to look at internally as well, I think.
I feel that it's extremely healthy to be introspective and know that, hey, I'm super attracted to this person. They got, XYZ going. Their resume looks amazing, but I can't be with them because of, these values and these sets. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think that in our society, we got to let people know that it's perfectly fine to say, you are amazing, but not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And the ability to be able to do that up front in comparison to wasting a couple years of your life deserves a hand clap.
I had a relationship like that where we were together little less than a year, but on paper, he was perfect. Yeah. He went to a good school. He had a good family. He was a lawyer. And, the first couple of weeks, it's super exciting because you're getting to know each other. You're going on these fun dates. But then after like that 1 month mark when you get a little bit comfortable, man, I would get ready to go out and I would get to his place and he'd be on the couch in like basketball shorts, like ready to order some food, watching a baseball game. And it happened a few times where I was just like, man, we do not want the same things. Because if it's this early on in the relationship and you don't get excited when you see me dressed up and all you want to do is stay home, I'm like ready to go out. I was like, baseball is not more important
than you.
Not more important. So I had to break up with him.
Mike, what is it with boys and sports? I don't understand. Like, if you had something as fun as that standing in front of you and like ready to like spend time with you, like how could you choose sports over that?
I mean, can she be like sitting next to me while we watch sports?
But if you made plans to go out on a date?
No. If we made plans to go on a date, baby, you coming? What's up? Like, we coming first. To me, I only get into sports like when it's the playoffs, right? Then it's like, that's kind of like my compromise. Like, my lady know I love football. That's only one day of the week. And then like the playoffs when it comes to basketball season. I think that we're good 90% of the year. Personally.
Yeah. Give me the Cliff Notes. Take me straight to playoffs.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's so funny because I feel like it's always like a playoff. Like, there's a lot of playoffs right now.
There is, but like my sport to watch is going to be football 100% and then basketball playoffs, so.
Yeah.
I'm not like the hockey, the baseball. Then if you do every sport, you do every league and every level, then that's different. And you like, yo, can we go on a date, please? Like, you got my fine ass right here,
Interesting. I think another point that I really liked from this article is saying that like if you're afraid to be alone.
That is
because I feel like that's
crucial.
like such
crucial, a
crazy like concept to think about. Because like I feel like ideally if you were like, oh, are you afraid to be alone? Like your first instinct is like, no, like of course not. What are you talking about? But like if you really think about it. I don't know. The common fear is never finding someone or never finding anyone else or being forever alone. So people choose comfort and I can never say this word.
Familiarity.
Familiarity.
There we go.
Over taking the risk of finding a good fit. Like you'd rather have someone be around instead of dealing with your feelings and loneliness, which is great. Which is crazy.
So many people do that. And I think deep down inside, people know that they do that. They choose comfort. I once wrote a paper. This is so crazy. This is how I am in relationships. My ex and I were going through some things for like the majority of that year. And I wrote a paper to myself and I titled it Settle versus Compromise. And in that paper, I had to, for myself, distinguish, was I compromising or was I settling on these different things because I was comfortable, right? I put on that boo thing weight. That's what I call it. You get in a good relationship, you put on a little couple pounds or whatever.
Oh, I always lose weight when I'm in a relationship.
You always lose weight?
I always lose weight when I'm in a relationship. I'm so ready to get booed up again. I cannot deal with the extra thickness that I'm packing on right now. I cannot deal. It's summer. Like, I get it. It's hot girl summer, but I am not ready. I want to... I need a man quick.
Wait, what? How do you lose it? I always feel like when I first moved to New York, I gained so much weight because all I wanted to do, well, it was also winter, but like I just wanted to eat pasta and explore the city and just like you know, have dinner every night,
TBH,
go out for
it's
dinner.
like the endorphins, the sex, like I'm about it.
guess
I'm
it's
like,
true.
let's go.
Oh, no,
Run,
she-
let's
oh.
go, let's go. And then you're just so active the whole
Stop
time that
it!
you just get so skinny. I'm like,
Stop it!
it's not so much skinny. I just feel like really good in my body, you know?
Yeah.
It just happens.
Okay, stop. You both. I'm gonna need to.
You know that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's like, he bites his fist?
Yes.
He's like, oh. That's just what happened right now. But I'm ready to get into this episode. How about y'all? What y'all feeling?
I'm very excited. I cannot wait to have Kaitlyn on. It's gonna be fun because we have obviously a lot to talk about.
Let's bring in the lady of the hour, Kaitlyn Bristowe. Kaitlyn, you doing amazing on the show. Last week we was talking great about our girl Tayshia, and I want to show you the love as well. That's why we had to bring you on today. How, like, talk to me. How was it on the first night, you know, filming for Katie's season and being the lead? Like, tell me about that for you. How surreal was that?
It was very surreal. And first of all, thank you for saying that. That was very sweet. And it's nice to meet you finally over Zoom and see you in person. But yeah, it was so surreal. I think it's kind of different when it's not at the mansion. I think if we would have been back at the mansion, I would have been like, whoa.
Yeah.
But it was cool to be at a new location. And it was so nice to be on the other end of it where I felt like more of like Tayshia, I felt like more of a support system than the pressure on us.
That's that girl power.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of that. We love it.
I loved your outfit.
Oh my God. Well, I'm wearing sweats on the bottom.
Well, are you talking
No,
about?
I'm saying like all your
on the
outfits
show.
on air.
Oh, I think meant right now.
Yeah,
It's like you can barely even see me, and I'm wearing
You guys are
sweatpants.
so cute.
Oh, the denim onesie that I was wearing, it felt like it was straight out of the 80s, but we had our cowgirl moment, and it was, it was
I think
fun.
everyone loved your onesie though. I think it went
Remember,
over
they
very well.
weren't like sure on it. Everyone was like, "Are you sure you want to try and rock that?" And I was like, "Hell
Yeah,
But my favorite part is that, like, well, you got it bedazzled, and nobody actually noticed that because it was just like your shoulders.
yeah."
But
My
it
hair was
so
covered
good
in it.
person.
It was
so
fully
good in person.
bedazzled.
So good.
you still rock it?
Well, what?
I said, Kaitlyn, do you still rock it?
Oh, you know what? That was one thing I was going to try and make it like disappear off the rack. Like, whoops, we don't know where that jumpsuit went, but Carrie Fettman got to keep it. But I'm gonna ask him for it because that thing,
It's so good.
Carrie actually said, "Hey, if you guys want to go pick out a couple things on like this website for wardrobe," and that was one thing I picked out. So I feel like it's only fair that I get to keep it.
Yesterday we saw, you know, the big buckle brawl, which was pretty amazing to see, right? I just love going on dates where it's like a bunch of testosterone. Like when our season, we got to like play, completely forgot the sport.
One of the sports, yeah, something where someone gets injured.
Yeah, you know, we just like hitting people stuff, right? But how early did y'all really wake the fellas up?
It was early.
It was
I think,
early.
wasn't it?
It was actually pretty early. They had a really late night the night before, so I don't think it was like 6 a.m., but I think they probably went to bed around 4. I think we woke them up around like 8 a.m.
Oh,
So they
wow.
were
That's early.
out.
Wow.
So that's the truth, though. Like it might have felt early, but it's because we went to bed very late. So it could have even been like 10. But going to bed at 4 in the morning, it's like you only have your 6 hours.
I got you.
I don't even think time exists in the Bachelor world. You know,
It doesn't.
what
No,
day
it
is it? What
definitely
time is it? I don't know.
The Bachelor world is like going to Vegas. You don't see a clock. When y'all woke the guys up, I couldn't help but think like, I sleep naked. Like I hope that the cameras ain't catching none of the fellas out there just like all willy-nilly out there like that. Right?
I was wondering that same thing, like because we were truly waking them up. And I know a lot of people who sleep naked, but I think when you're sharing a room with other guys and you like
That's
know
true.
there's cameras at any point in time, I think like some of them were in full-blown t-shirts and sweats and some were in just their little
Yes.
ginties, but no naked bods.
Little
Thank
get
God.
these-
Lucky
I don't even
guys.
know what I would do if that was the case. I would have like screamed and like ran out.
They would
Can we
appreciate that.
But
I know, right?
Before we talk about the brawl, can we talk about the first group date? The
Heather
best.
McDonald.
The greatest
gloat.
lover of all time.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
gloat.
How did Michael win the greatest lover of all time? Come on, bro.
Look,
Aw,
how
Mike.
he was.
Mike-
It was more of like the greatest lover of all time. Eventually, one day.
Eventually.
The
Eventually.
best potential to be the greatest lover of all time.
Yes, exactly. I really liked his approach, though. It was so sweet. But I agree. I was like, greatest lover of all time. He's never even made love. But we have high hopes for him. We have high hopes for Mike.
We do have high hopes for Mike. I thought.
Wait, Mike, I need to get your opinion on this. Why? You didn't appreciate it?
No, because what? Okay, so I'm big on like honesty. First off, I'm cool that you're a virgin. You've been 31 years a virgin. I love it. Salute, right? But you gonna say, oh, Katie, I'll wait 31 more years? Bro, get the hell out of here. You don't even know Katie like that, bro. Come on, stop playing.
Oh my gosh, Mike.
He was doing it for the
He
trophy.
was trying so hard. You could tell he was so
trophy on the
uncomfortable.
line.
Yeah, try hard. That's what we call it.
I thought that he did so good. I would have ran out of there. I'm like, this guy's gonna leave. He's gonna go home. And he's just like, I'm gonna embrace it.
He
I'm gonna
owned
be
it.
myself. He owned it.
Mike.
Look, I'm
He
not
really
saying
did a good job.
I'm just keeping it. I'm just being honest to him.
You're
like
being
if
hard.
he's my brother, I'm gonna talk crap to him, but I'm still gonna love him. He was extremely sincere. I loved how sweet he was. I really, truly did. But
Yeah.
I'll be like, bro, you just met this girl. You gonna wait another 31 years? Come on now.
Sweet,
I guess
sweet
that
Mike.
is true.
I feel like I believed him though. Like when he said he'd wait, I was like, I believe him. I feel like he's so genuine that he maybe would wait another 31 years. But I get what you're saying, Mike. Like I am someone that likes to poke fun, and like my humor is sarcasm. When I was on The Bachelor so long ago, that was like how I made friends. Was I would poke fun at them, and then if they saw me talking crap about them on TV, I was like, you get it. It's just me. That's how I like show my love for you.
You get it. You got. It's only official when you throw the two fists out there, or two guns out there. You can understand.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
I loved Connor. I thought that he was gonna win.
Connor
B
crushed.
nice.
Connor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Connor B
Did so
great.
good.
He crushed.
His
I
song
loved
was
his song.
so good.
He said,
Yeah.
Connor said, remember I played the piano. I'm amazed with my fingers. Oh, he won. He had the best line. I love it.
His whole thing was really good though. Like it was very witty, very creative, but is he a musician?
Yeah, he's a math
He's a
teacher, musician, and he wears a lot of hats. He's a math teacher and he's a musician, and he's I don't know. I loved him in that episode because he is such a quirky, unique human being, and then you see him sing and you're like, wait, are you hot?
That's so funny. He
whoa.
went up like a couple points in your book because he was like, wait, you can serenade me. I'm into this.
Exactly. It's math
Connor's
teacher.
Keeping you on your
personality is
toes.
definitely a 10.
Yeah.
Love his personality.
Yeah,
It's like
he's
you're into
great.
cosplay and you can sing. Bingo.
I was surprised Katie didn't pick him to win the greatest lover of all time with those magic fingers.
I know.
Yeah. Mike was just, you could tell Mike was crying in his in the moment interviews. So, he got this, I ain't gonna say that. He got
Don't say it.
He's just
I know
really
what you're gonna
nice.
say.
He's just really nice.
His little sweetheart. He's so great. They're all great though. I mean, Carl's questionable, but
Oh, don't get me started about Carl. How are you from Miami and you ain't got no game?
I don't think he's
not
from
1
Miami.
ounce of game.
I don't think he's from Miami. I think he might be from Sunny Isles or something else. That's there, but he's not from Miami.
Baby's like, we are not claiming him. We are not claiming that.
He does not belong to the 305.
he went, and that was real. Like Tayshia, remember when we sat there and we were just like, what is happening?
No, you guys
Like,
don't
it
even
just
know.
got-
It went on for at least 15, 20 minutes.
Forever.
Straight.
And it just got weirder and weirder.
At least you only saw about 30, 45 seconds, and that was a long time for him to be on stage. We watched it for 15, 20 minutes straight.
Yeah.
It was
that
next level.
Was that the worst one? Like the one that you just felt like, somebody help him? Was it like watching an American Idol audition and you can't turn the channel?
It was really bad. It started off pretty strong, at least I thought. Like the first slide or two was like, okay, like this is kind of fun. And then
it was like a PowerPoint presentation, and it started off strong and then it just went on way too long. And then after it went on way too long, it went on even longer. And you're like, even the guys were trying to help him out. They're like, bro, get off the stage. Like, wrap it up.
He's a motivational speaker, right?
Yes.
All right, so that I can see how
that's where that comes from, right?
He's just loquacious. I can see.
Were you motivated?
I cannot say that I was. I cannot say that I was. Sorry, Carl.
That and how he acted at the rose ceremony, I was just really thrown off by him. Like, I don't know if he's my favorite.
Wait, who is this?
Carl,
how he acted at the rose ceremony.
Yeah, he definitely talk about testosterone. That guy was just like in it to win it. He was there for the trophy. He wanted to like feel like a winner just for the wrong reasons. For like just, it was like, what are you really going after here? It was interesting.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how Carl like said it but didn't say it? Like if you're gonna tell the lead, because Tayshia, Kaitlyn, y'all have been leads. Like how do you tell? Okay, there's something going on, but I can't tell you what's going on. Like
he's
that
lying.
Shit is so annoying.
He's
That's
lying.
the worst.
Is there something that we don't know? I feel like this guy was lying. There, you can tell in the way that he was trying to explain himself to the boys. He said he started off by there's a person. So it's just when you pay attention to when someone doesn't know what they're really talking about and they're just doing things for attention, like their story doesn't really line up.
Yeah.
You just keep repeating yourself and it keeps changing. Like
it was like he wanted to be the hero that was telling Katie something, but really he just screwed up everything else in the house. But
it backfired. It just backfired.
It totally backfired. But remember, like at the end of this episode on the teaser, they say something like, somebody is there to be the bachelor. And they're like, have you thought about being the bachelor? And the guy says, yes. So maybe he was thinking of that and we just don't know it yet.
Or maybe he just got lucky because there's somebody else that like had, bad intentions because he kept just saying like, I'm going to let the guy who feels this way, like step up. Like, I'm just going to let him, I don't want to like throw him under the bus. And then he just kept saying like, what did he say? Like, I'm not a rat. I'm not a rat, but there was another phrase that he was using.
I don't remember.
I just feel like he was just digging himself a further hole because everyone's like, who? Like, honestly,
just say it. Yeah. Just
at
come
that
out
point,
and say
I would
it.
just be like, yo, like, Bibby, be honest with everybody. Like, you said this yesterday. At that point, I would just make it known.
You have to just say it. If you can't just open your mouth and then just keep it open without saying any words. Like, it was just terrible. He was giving me an aneurysm. I couldn't.
It was classic Carl. Classic Carl.
Classic Carl.
Oh, God.
Carl, he would.
Carl. Jesus. Carl.
He would.
Also, like, do you guys know any Carls?
Carl Winslow.
Carl
No.
I love Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow.
The father that we never had, he was my favorite. I loved that show growing up. TGIF. Did you guys have that in the States or was that Canadian?
No, that was here.
That was a thing? Oh, okay. Yeah. Family Matters, Full House. Oh, all the good shows.
So funny.
Full House.
What?
I literally took this down in my notes last night. When I think of Greg, he reminds me of Full House. He reminds me of Saved by the Bell. He reminds me of Mickey Mouse Club. He reminds me of the 90s.
Does he?
Greg gives me 90s vibes.
Why? Is it the hair?
On his 101, it's the hair, just his attire, his swag. When he was on his 101, I was getting Jake Gyllenhaal vibes. Like, Greg gives me that.
Well, that is so funny. I would have never thought Saved by the Bell and like.
I get it now that you say that.
I can literally see Greg as Saved by the Bell. 100%.
Yeah. It's the hair. He's got like the hair and he's got the big eyes and he just looks like he was in the Mickey Mouse Club growing up and then made it to be 100%. An actor. Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
I'm gonna need production to do some research right quick. He might have been on the Mickey Mouse Club next to Justin and Britney Spears. Let's check him out.
He definitely auditioned and didn't get the part.
I loved their date.
I know.
I thought it was so sweet. I teared up. I'm like, why am I crying?
I know why you're crying because it was the sweetest friggin' date ever. And they both bonded over like such a tragic moment in their life where they have grown from it and like could experience it and together of like what reminded them of their dads. And they both like, I don't think they knew, like, I don't think he knew that she had lost her dad. She didn't know that he did. And it was just like so powerful and sweet.
She lost me. There was a part where he was trying to talk and you can tell that he just started to cry and caught completely off guard. And she kissed his hand and almost just had like a check-in moment.
So sweet.
Where she's like, you're doing okay. Like almost like it's okay. Like it's just us right now.
Very real.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, I want to ask you a question because I was on Bachelor Happy Hour and we actually had Katie on and we talked about this episode. But would you guys, let's say if you guys were in Katie's position and you were on this date and you opened up about the passing of your father and it's like something that's very close to your heart and it's a very emotional subject. Mm-hmm. And being that at dinner, that's where he opened up about his dad like passing away. would you feel weird? Like, why didn't you tell me earlier?
No, I think he wanted her to like have her moment, and he didn't want to be like, oh, same, me too, and like diminish her feelings or dismiss what she was feeling in that moment. I think he just wanted her to have that, get it out, and then be like, oh, I need to like, this needs to be a really sit down, important moment where I share this too, but I'm going to let her have her moment. That's for my own personal opinion. What did Katie say?
She noticed he was holding back and like really didn't like give much to her as she was opening up.
Interesting.
And she wished he would have told her.
I thought
really, I think that was him being emotionally mature and holding space for her. I agree with Kaitlyn. I think that this was just something that you would probably like. He wasn't trying to make this about him. He was trying to be there for her. You can tell that she was having a hard time talking about it.
Absolutely.
And that he was like, well, let's go fishing. Like she was trying like, let's just move on for a second and go on with the date. It wasn't really, he read the room well. Like my friends and I have a saying, like read the room. He knew it wasn't the time, and he figured like it would be, you have the whole day together. There's going to be an opportunity to do so. I thought it was really mature of him to wait.
Yeah, I'm interested, or I'm surprised that Katie felt that way, but also it's how she feels. So that's very valid, but that's it's interesting to see both sides.
It's just interesting because he also could have been like unsure if like he didn't know he was going to open up about that right then and there. Right. You know what I mean?
I think that it just shows emotional intelligence for him to be able to, like you said, Bibi, he didn't want to, he read the room right, but then for him to speak on it, not everyone handles trauma in different ways, right?
Yeah.
But he still came out and spoke on his vulnerability. I thought it was just beautiful. So Greg, shout out to you, homie.
I just thought that was really interesting just because like as Katie being the lead and then like for us, like to watch it as viewers, like we understood it, but also in that moment, maybe she wanted to be comforted.
Kaitlyn, I was telling the girls earlier that Trey gives me Khaled vibes. That the R&B singer, Send Me Your Location dude.
Oh,
he just gives
send me your location.
There you go.
I love Trey.
Yes.
I think his energy and personality and vibe and everything, he's so cute. I am loving Trey.
He's awesome.
I adore him too.
My guy that we haven't spoken on yet is Andrew. Andrew, to me, did phenomenal yesterday.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
Yeah,
he was amazing during the mud day. He was a great job. When Katie, there was at one point in time, she felt a bit down, and he did a phenomenal job. He just stood out for all the right reasons to me.
He swooped in with a little champagne, and he's such a smooth talker and genuine. I mean, even though he is a liar with his accent, he's still genuine.
You holding him back for that?
Gosh, he's
Can we just shout out to all the free lunch people? I love that moment that they had on
that.
There.
Was sweet.
I love that.
That was, yes, shout out to the free lunch people. Oh, that was sweet.
If anything would make me cry, it would have been that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So this was the first date that you guys hosted. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Like, what did it feel like for you guys to do that?
Can I tell you that some of these things that we got to do were like bucket list for me? Like saying this is the final rose, I was like, check that off the bucket list. Like never thought that would happen. And hosting a date, it was just so fun because I think we were able to be extra sets of eyes for Katie where we were like, oh, look how they're interacting, or why aren't they talking to each other? And we were able to help her like have more eyes on the guys and not in a creepy way, in a way where we were like genuinely trying to help her. And it's fun. It's just so fun being a part of those dates and hosting and seeing it all and not feeling that pressure that like we have to be, there for the guys. We were able to just be like, here's how it's going to go down. We're watching you, and then give out a buckle or a gloat trophy.
It was so much more fun hosting the date.
So fun.
It's so much more fun because you can like poke fun and like make jokes and like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
No
Katie
pressure.
was the one like, yeah, exactly. There was no pressure at all.
No pressure. And fun to be like, it really felt like we were hanging out with girlfriends. Like it didn't feel like conversations if there was just like, I'm trying to think of if there was, like in the past, like Wells, when he came in and did the, hosted dates or something, or they do the little banter, or the commentary, it felt different from that because we were able to be like girlfriends hanging out, being like, okay, look at him, or watch how we were able to kind of see, and put ourselves in her position and help her in that way, rather than just being like, oh, look at that guy being an idiot.
Yeah. And we also like saw these guys like come out of the limo, and so we actually could we knew their names.
Yeah.
We knew a little bit about them. Like, oh, like he's acting a little different. Like, do you notice that? As opposed to like, so give me the lowdown about like what's happening here. Who are you kind of into? And it's just really different.
Yeah.
Having girlfriends that are actually present.
Kaitlyn, I need some tea now. You gotta give me some tea. Tell me some behind the scenes that took place on the Buckle Brawl date.
Well, Tayshia and I definitely got in the mud after. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to think of what happened. Like, I was too busy like playing with the horses on the sidelines.
I feel that.
Yes.
I love my horses.
I was obsessed with that golden horse. I don't know. I feel like, you know what's interesting is they didn't show this, but I think it's worth talking about that Cody and Aaron, you know, they had the beef and they fought. Remember Cody actually came back and wanted to fight him again.
Yes. He actually said on the date, he did come back.
Yeah.
He said, I want to rematch.
To do that again.
There you go, boy. I like that. I like that testosterone. Let's go.
Yeah. So that's confusing to me. So you want to fight him again on the date, but you don't want to stand up for yourself when Katie puts you on the spot?
Bibi, it's because he lied.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I just don't think that he had the cojones to. I don't know if you guys know. I just like...
Is that balls?
Balls.
Yeah.
We know cojones.
Balls, guys.
To the beautiful Kaitlyn. And Jason, I love you, bro, but you ain't here right now, so I'm going to flirt with your lady. You feel me? But Kaitlyn, we always ask Tayshia a burning question every single week, but since we have you here this week, I know Bibiana wanted to ask you hers first.
Hey, ladies first, let's go.
My question has to do with group date 1, which was the greatest lover of all time. What was something that we didn't see that was really hot?
Ooh,
Who?
Who got naked?
Did he really get naked? Boston.
Wait, on that group date?
Yeah, wasn't it?
What's his name? Boston. He's from Boston, isn't he? He like ripped off his pants. Did he actually Christian? Did he actually get naked?
No.
No, it wasn't Christian.
Oh, James had the box.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I was going to say.
I thought that was clever, but...
He's like, the box is done. I'm done with the box. And then he's like, and here's my peen in a box. Like, on that date, he just completely committed to the box role again. But I feel like, no.
There's somebody else.
It was the guy.
You're right.
Thomas. It was Thomas.
It was Thomas.
He got fully naked because Thomas knows what he's working with. And he got, like, fully...
This explains the makeout session. This explains the makeout session.
Well, first off, I got to say...
You saw his print?
Oh, Bibi! You see, look at Mike right now.
I was just going to say, and first off, for the record, before I say this, Thomas, I thought you was a G for doing that. But if the hosts, Kaitlyn and Tayshia, don't remember you getting naked, bro...
Yeah, I was just going to say, obviously I wasn't paying attention because I didn't even remember that happening. So
Touche. That's funny.
I did not even remember. I was...
Look, it was hard for us to keep up with all the names as well. We weren't there for them in the romance. So we're like, who's that? What's his name?
Zach, I love you. Jason, you know I love you. I give you calls all the time just because I think you're an awesome human being. But I'm going to ask your lady this question. So, Kaitlyn, how jealous was Jason when you came home and he saw one of Katie's dildos?
I think he was more like, aren't you going to use that? It was like still wrapped up in his wrapping, like in the bag. I don't think Jason has a jealous bone in his body. If he does, it comes out in a very sarcastic way. Like when we were looking through the binoculars, he was like, okay, easy now.
I know. I was like, little do you know, I was actually staring at the horses. Like, y'all, I was not concerned with these dudes. Like, little y'all know.
Well, first off, Tayshia, we can't compare to the horses. Anyway, moving on.
No, you cannot.
So sorry. Wait, okay, look. Yeah, I'm just going to stop you right there. We are going to get into a game because I feel like, Kaitlyn, you're going to be good at this. We're going to play the Bachelorette version of Would You Rather. And so we're going to give you a scenario and you have to pick which scenario you would choose, okay? But rapid fire. Okay. So would you rather come out of the limo on the first night with a sex doll or dressed as a cat?
Dressed as, depends who the Bachelor or Bachelorette is, but dressed as a cat.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Do I have to
Baby,
explain
you
like
go.
why?
I'll go.
No.
Would you rather fall on your face exiting the limo or go home on night one?
Oh, fall on my face for sure. Nobody wants to go home night one.
Facts. Would you rather interrupt a conversation with the bachelor or be interrupted as the bachelorette?
Be interrupted.
Really? Okay, that's good. Would you rather get the first impression rose or get the first one-on-one?
Oh, first impression, because then you've left a first impression on them for a long time, but first one-on-one, then you're like, ooh, we're starting strong, and then you have so many other people to go ahead of you, and I would like to just keep that first impression going.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
Would you rather break up with someone or be broken up with?
Oh, I would rather be broken up with because I bounce back quick and I hate breaking people's hearts.
She
That's
just said
actually-
she bounces back quick. I love that. I love that.
That is a secure person right there.
That is. I love that.
Jason,
Shit.
I did not ask her that question, just for the record. just for the record. So, which one is your favorite? And I feel like I know, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Bachelor or Bachelorette?
Oh, Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Yeah, always holds a special place in my heart.
Okay. Would you rather get sent home on night one or get sent home on a one-on-one?
Oh, that's a good one. A one-on-one, because I feel like I'd have a better understanding of why.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a great perspective. I love it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a really good perspective because I would have
I
said
love
like
that.
on night one because like clearly he doesn't know me yet, so he just didn't give me an opportunity as opposed to like you got to know me and you were like, yeah, you're crazy. I don't want you. You gotta go.
I have a question for y'all.
I would rather one-on-one as well.
Yeah.
Because then you
people
can
that
get a
sent
chance
home-
to...
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I can't.
These two, okay, Kaitlyn,
I can't deal.
We're in the presence of something happening over
Tayshia,
here, and I
stop
just
it.
feel like I
Stop
feel
it.
like the third wheel. It's like
Tayshia, stop
honestly
Oh,
wild.
cute. You guys are cute.
Oh my
My-
God. dude. So anyway, would you rather, Kaitlyn? I'm gonna go for you. Would you rather kiss everyone on the first night or have a few meaningful, thoughtful, deep, passionate kisses?
Oh my lord.
I'm gonna go for the passion on that one, even though,
Yeah.
I'm like trying to think of how many guys I kissed on night one. I think it was only 3. So
You were so fun.
I'll go with 3 because I feel like you got to have those passionate ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I loved watching your first night, Kaitlyn.
Me?
I
Oh,
was like,
thank you.
You get it, girl.
Oh, thanks. I really enjoyed myself.
Okay,
wait.
would you rather roses or rosé?
Rose.
Rosé.
Yeah, I was gonna say we know that answer. We know that.
Shameless plug for my wine, Spade and Sparrow's Rose.
Obviously.
They're like, and we'll edit that out.
Now I had the icing on the cake here. This is a really tough one.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather get engaged to Jason Tartick or get engaged to Jason Tartick?
I'm like, am I going crazy or did you just say the same thing?
You're only allowed to get engaged to Jason Tartick. You understand? I'm going to answer that one for you.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's
go with get engaged to Jason Tartick.
Okay, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Well,
That's
then that's it. That's great.
That was
That
fun.
wasn't bad.
Kaitlyn, I loved your perspective, but like, I think the people that be getting, y'all, Tayshia and Kaitlyn, tell me, if you get sent home night one, I just personally be thinking the lead didn't find you attractive.
I don't know about that because there's one
That's
guy.
not true.
There's
I know,
one
I'm
guy
asking y'all.
sent.
I don't know.
There's one guy
Joe.
sent home night one, and I was like very attracted to him, but I just did not get a chance to really get to know him. And I was like, well, he's not. I don't think he's my one, so I'm just gonna let him go.
Yeah.
I still think about that actually. I'm
So
like, why did I
it's a-
let him go?
Yeah.
Stupid. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Yeah, no,
tough.
I wouldn't say that. I think it's just like there's just a lot going on. You
Yeah.
kind of like know who stands out to you. If he didn't stand
Yeah.
out to you enough for you to make time to go talk to him, then clearly it's
That's
just
true.
not
That's
it.
true. Yeah.
Okay, that was so fun. I love you, and I'm so happy you came on the podcast.
Love you. Thank you
Love
guys for
having
having
you.
me on. That was so
much fun.
So
Of
good
course,
to
of
see all of
course.
you.
Good to see you too. Have a great day, and I'm sure we'll see you maybe next
See you
week
next
on
Monday.
The
I'll maybe
Bachelorette.
see.
I'll see you Monday.
I love Kaitlyn. I'm so happy we were able to have her on the podcast. Obviously, you guys can see why her and I have such a fun freaking time. We're so different, but we have crazy energy. Okay, just want to say thank you so much to all of our listeners and Kaitlyn. As always, make sure to subscribe and submit all of your burning questions. Check us out on social, like, comment, DM us. You know where to find us at ClickbaitBN on Instagram and Bachelor Nation Pods on Facebook and Twitter.
Yes, and we love to hear your stories. So share them with us. Tell us what you feel, family. How did you love today's episode of Clickbait? We truly want to hear it. And again, Joe and Natasha, I think Bibi and I are going to hold your seat down until you get back. We're going to keep it warm for you. We love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.